concerned. I'm more so like, oh my gosh, this makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, but maybe it's one of those things where it's like you go to WebMD and you're like, oh my gosh,
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Scurvy.
It's not. Surprise, I got scurvy. Oh no, got the scurv. So I'm like going through this list of things because I watched a video about ADHD, and I watched this video about I can't remember what the specific title of it is. It's like object permanence per something. I don't know. Purple. Surprise. But the object, basically, like if you don't see it, you forget it's there. And that's something like I've always struggled with.
So what, T-Rex, your vision's based on movement?
Yeah. But your arms are not short?
No, my arms are long. I got like, giraffe arms. But
They don't. McCall, kids are going into school right now. The last thing we need to do is confuse them right before they start biology.
Okay.
Again.
So anyway, no, I'm very, very much like there were just a lot of things that like matched up that just started to make a ton of sense to me because I've come to recently discover that my brain does not operate the same way like Dustin's brain operates.
Right.
Like I didn't really notice it. I didn't really realize it. Like I get really worked up about people hating me all the time. Like, everybody hates me all the time. And I really don't think, maybe that's not the case. Like, I told Dustin the other day, I was like, I'm pretty sure that, like, everybody doesn't like me. Like, I don't think AJ and Producer Butters, like, actually like me. I feel like they just, like, actually tolerate me, like, every time I come into work. And so they're just like, yeah, she's here, so whatever, I guess we have to talk to her. And so it's something that I've always, like, been worried about. And Dustin's like,
first of all,
that's not the case,
I'll take care
you
of that
crazy.
Because if that was the case, I don't talk to anybody else at work. So, I mean, obviously, if I didn't have to talk to you, I wouldn't. 'Cause I don't. There's plenty of people in the building I don't like, nor do I talk to. It's pretty easy, actually. I ghost them hard in the hall.
He does ghost them hard in the hall.
Yeah,
but
I'm pretty sure I'd let you know.
I know, but
also, that's
like,
factual,
I think
too.
that's true, but also it's like, so story time. There's somebody that I'm going to go get coffee with this weekend.
Right.
And I hit them up yesterday. They sent me their phone number, so I sent them a text and I was like, hey, what's up? Here's my phone number, just so that we have communication. Well, then they didn't respond to my text message, and so I was like, okay, got it. They're probably busy. And then they didn't respond because I sent them a message on I sent them a message on TikTok to tell them, hey, heads up, I sent you a text, so if you don't get it, I guess I must have texted the wrong number. And then they didn't respond to the TikTok message, and then they posted like a couple of TikTok videos, and so I was like, okay, so they hate me, so that's cool. But like, that's the way my brain works.
Producer
and
Butters,
it always has.
you want to take this one in your very gentle and sensitive way of handling McCall's panic attacks?
He's going to say,
what do you want me to do?
Thanks.
Please see a therapist, McCall.
Dude, anyway, so
you're like, way too inside your head.
I'm with him on that one.
All the time.
That specific level of anxiety, though, also is not different than what anyone else feels.
Okay, so like other people feel that way too?
Always.
I just talked today about my friend. I talked about him on the radio about how he's a cheapskate. Guess who hasn't texted me in 2 weeks?
McCall,
so
I sent you a YouTube video
Thank you.
of a lady that's a doctor. Please go through and watch.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I think it will help you.
Producer Butters is saying that like this is his last resort,
I know.
and if you don't get
like,
it, he's straitjacketing
I'm literally sick of you. But like some of the things that I found a list. Of course, I looked it up. I googled it because I was like, wait a second. Because there were a lot of things that were very consistent. I wanted you to read
this again because I have a bone to pick with this, but please go ahead.
There were a lot of things that were very consistent, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's it. Often worry people are mad at you, often quit hobbies, over-apologize, often use last-minute panic as a motivator.
You haven't quit hobbies recently forever. You're like...
Oh, I have, though. When was the last time that I did, like, my podcast or played with makeup or, like... played my ukulele or cooked, like.
So that's what you do. You go from one thing to the next.
I know, but I quit them,
time.
and then I'm like, oh, gotta do it again. I just get bored.
Keep going.
Afraid of not living up to your potential.
That's everybody.
Often angry at yourself.
That's still everybody.
Yeah. Lose keys, remotes, clothes, etc.
Still most people.
Forget daily activities like errands, paying bills, returning calls, keeping appointments or conversations. Fidget. Often unable to participate in leisure activities quietly, Like everything I do, I have to listen to music or.
Oh, I thought I was gonna say you don't shut up. I was like, yeah, okay.
Also that. Often blurts out the answer before the question has been fully asked. Often interrupts. Ha 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 ha. Often easily distracted by other things, including unrelated thoughts.
No.
No, never.
No.
Often avoids, dislikes, or is reluctant to participate in tasks requiring sustained mental effort, like preparing reports, completing forms, or reviewing lengthy papers.
See, that one doesn't apply to you at all.
I hate.
Yeah, but you still do it.
Yeah. I hate reading, though. Like, if I have to read, if there's a paper and somebody sends me, like, a paper that is longer than, like, 3 sentences, I'm like, skim it, crushed it. I know everything. Then Dustin's like, what did you think about this? And I'm like, wait, that was in there?
It sounds great.
That's awesome.
I loved it.
And then often fails to follow through on instructions, chores, or duties in the workplace. So, I don't know. There were just a lot of things that lined up, and I was like, that makes a lot of sense. It would make a lot of sense.
I don't know. My oldest sister has ADHD.
See, and I think my little brother, I don't know if he does or if he doesn't. I know that they had him going to somebody talking about it, but I don't know what they ended up coming up with. But it's something that, like, growing up, everybody was always like, McCall, you probably have ADHD, which is fine. Like, that, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just
fairly.
It's very common. It's very common, but it's just interesting because it didn't hit me until like this morning when I was watching a video and I was like, oh my gosh. Wow, that actually makes a lot more sense.
Just take some Ritalin, and if it calms you down, you have it. And if you don't get calmed down, you get hyperactive. Good news, you don't have it.
Then can you explain what's going on up there? Because,
I think there's a bevy of things that contribute to it. Atmosphere, culture,
universe,
relationships. I guess the moon, if we're really gonna go that way.
Moon.
I think most people, some of those things, I think most people have self-doubt. I think most people are probably their toughest critic. Most intelligent people, let me put that caveat, because the people that don't get mad at themselves probably think they're all that in a bag of chips. And oh my gosh.
That's me.
Cannot point me in a direction. Yes, cannot point me in a direction quicker of someone who needs to be punched right in the face.
That's fair. I don't know.
What's your next step then, genius?
Therapy.
See, I was looking into therapy. It's expensive. Like, honestly,
cheap.
I was legit looking into it because I would love to have the opportunity to sit down with somebody and tell them my entire life story. Because, I do it already all the time.
What about that online thing that Shane Dawson promoted a whole bunch that got him in a bunch of hot water?
Again, that costs money. I'd prefer to just sit down and talk to somebody face to face.
That would be the best way to go about it.
I thought so, too.
I just thought they said the online thing was cheaper.
I don't know. It probably is, but the problem is that I would prefer to just like actually talk to somebody. Because the last time that I tried to have a conversation with somebody over the internet, I ended up getting charged $70 a month. So
why don't you just bond with a new friend and then just heap all of your problems on them?
I already did that for you guys. So
Fair,
you guys are my problem heapers.
So that's not working?
We don't have the degree to give the advice back.
Well, yes. Professional help is probably needed. I don't know how you can't win. I don't know how you can't win with
Get wrecked.
Producer Butter's very sensitive nature of handling all things emotions. So.
Stop it.
You want to contribute anything before she shame spirals? Do you want to give her the nudge?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
No, not you, him.
Crap.
I'm fine.
Okay, no nudge in the shame spiral today. Producer Butters, speaking of your dealing with emotions, do you know what is destroying American gardens according to a recent report?
Gardens
and lawns.
Grasshoppers.
Yes!
Grasshoppers!
It's grasshoppers!
You know what? I hate those things.
Yes, I mowed a bunch of them over yesterday.
Dude, they're awful. It's like I walk out in my backfield and they're like blah, 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 everywhere.
Yeah, and then they come up on the house and spit all over it.
They're stupid. I hate
They're
them.
Like, here's my throw up, and I'm leaving. Thanks.
It's like a bad friend that comes over, gets drunk, throws up, and then leaves.
Yep.
Only grasshoppers don't provide any form of cushion.
No.
They just exist, and it's like, can you not?
Unless they're on the ground and you smash them.
If you had to estimate yesterday approximately how many you mowed over, how many would it be?
15 million.
At least 15 plus.
And you enjoyed every second of
Oh,
it.
I did.
Yo,
I even took the weed whacker to one. It was kind of funny. It was sitting up there. Okay, so
Get
story
wrecked!
time, right? So I have this weed whacker. It's a like a battery powered one, right?
Right, right.
And it was like up on. It wasn't quite on the siding, but it was still on like the foundation. And so I kind of started it up like, and I was like getting closer to it, and it wasn't jumping. I was like, all right, you're dying. And the way it went.
Get wrecked.
I gave him a chance.
Oh, it hit. He went flying. I don't know if he's alive or not, but I didn't care.
And
He's probably dead.
I'm sure. I'm sure he got dead. I'm sure he got dead, my dude.
That's for sure.
He just hobbling along.
Well, what doesn't make sense to me is like
bent.
sometimes you just see grasshopper legs
Yeah.
laying around. Like, what do they do? Just like, okay, I don't need this anymore.
Maybe they fight each other.
Goodbye.
Maybe there's a grasshopper fight club.
I like to see a grasshopper and a wasp.
They do that.
That'd be funny.
They do that.
Producer Buddy's going to start his own YouTube channel. It's going to be called Insect Deathmatch.
Insect Fight Club.
Not my fault. They're stupid.
Insect Fight Club. I hate grasshoppers. They are awful right now.
Right.
When we were hiking up in the mountains, they had like the ones that like buzz,
Right.
you know,
Yes.
and they fly forever. They're like June bug-ish.
They actually have wings.
I'm not scared of bugs, but there was one that was like, it would fly in front of us and it would just be like, whatever the noise it makes.
There's a bathroom.
There's a
There's a
bathroom.
fly in the bathroom, and I thought of the meme. I was like, all the infinite space that a fly can have, and it's always like, no, let me be right up in your business.
Yeah, what up?
Has
Let's
to
be
fly
here.
into my house, which
It's like,
it is
no.
like
That's
a
because
million
you
times
stink.
bigger.
Boom,
Awesome.
boom
Thank
roasted.
you.
No,
AKA taking a crap. They're
it's
attracted
just
to that.
they're just awful. Okay, so these little grasshoppers are flying around all over the place. They're
Right.
ruining my life. They're eating my bugs. Plants.
That would sound like a good thing.
They're
They
eating
do.
my
They
plants.
do. They eat
And then
your
I got
plants,
earwigs,
weeds.
and the earwigs are over here eating all of my plants.
Maybe we should buy some tarantulas and just set them loose.
Oh my gosh, no. Side note, my mom lives in St. George.
Right.
Okay. So she was having some people over the other night, and as they were getting ready to leave, they walked out into the driveway. And so in the driveway, my mom's like, "What is that?" And she was thinking it was like a tire skid mark, kind of,
Okay,
right?
right.
So inside of the tire skid mark, there was something. And she was like, "What is it?" Spider, this big. Not
Oof,
kidding.
Hand big. Hard
Whole
pass.
hand big.
Hard pass.
So she went over there and she went to put her foot next to it to show like the size of it. And
it crawled right up her leg.
I would not be surprised if it had, but
I would've-
Like a
ridiculousness.
tarantula or something?
No, it was a spider. Like it wasn't hairy or anything. It was just a spider.
I would have punted the crap out of that spider.
Ugh, get
It's
wrecked.
like that little spider that just went missing yesterday here in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where that one went.
It literally like fell in like, I swear, a portal. It was just like poof, gone.
It was
Probably blended
hiding.
in with the carpet because the carpet's about the same color.
So I have,
He's
I'm,
under the paper towels though. That was weird.
I need to get in contact with somebody to come freaking exterminate my house. Because now I've got spiders too.
Well, I
Because
can
it's spider
refer
season, you know? Oh, thank you. But these spiders.
It'll
Producer
give me-
Butters will do it for $50. It's just him and a weed whacker.
Yeah, but
No.
way back.
No, I'll refer
Take
you,
this,
and then I will
spiders.
get some money off my
Oh,
bill.
nice.
Ah, finder's fee. I
There
like
you
it.
go. So these spiders, like, I think they're wolf spiders because wolf spiders are pretty common up here. They're nasty. They're disgusting. They're long. They have big bodies and just. Eh.
The ones I
Oh
hate are the
gosh,
the
they're
recluse.
disgusting.
The recluse.
Oh, maybe they are those. I don't remember. Let me look. I'm gonna look them up.
Aren't those ones
Recluse?
poisonous?
Yeah.
Yes.
So are wolf
Right.
spiders,
That's,
but
I couldn't remember if they were. The
So-
recluse I do remember.
I'm trying to think. There's two spiders that are similar. So
oh
there's,
my god, I hate them.
There's the recluse, and then
Ugh.
there's another one that's I can't remember the name of it.
See, these are the ones that I have. Ugh.
Yeah, those are the ones I'm talking about. The recluse.
Oh
right?
my god, I just.
But what's
They make me want to throw up. I just hate them.
What's the other ones that are similar to the recluse?
Hobo?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what it is.
This one's a wolf spider. This is the brown recluse.
So we get
So you get those ones, and then these ones are the hobo or the wolf.
Ugh,
So I have
bugs.
wolf spiders,
Ugh, bugs.
and I hate them. I hate them so much. They're just like ugly, and they're big, and then like the babies end up hatching like on the back of the mama, and so she ends up like having like hundreds of babies
Right.
on her back, which is disgusting. So we found one in the basement, and Dustin was like, kill it. And I was like, you kill it. Like, this is disgusting. And it was probably, I don't know, like this big. And so I scooped it up, and I took it outside, and I stomped it because I wasn't going to stomp it in my house because I figured that if I stomped it in my house, then there was a chance that it could, like, crawl up my leg or something, get away.
You can't kill spiders.
I killed it. I murdered that son of a gun, okay? I stomped it, and it crunched. It was disgusting. So anyway.
This reminds me of my favorite YouTube video. Oh, gross. This reminds me of my favorite YouTube video. So I got Mama's hairspray in that liner, and I backed him up because I was cooking them pretty good. Must have been about 1,000,000 degrees.
1,000,000 degrees. So anyway, the next day, I go downstairs, and there is another one, like the exact same size.
Just like DJ Khaled.
Just like DJ Khaled. Another one right there on my stair, and I was like, are you freaking kidding me right now?
Maybe you didn't actually kill the first one.
No, it died.
See, right
Unless
now,
it crunched, and then it just was like, poof, reincarnated.
Right
Like,
now,
I don't think that's what happens.
Faked its death.
Your house is cooler than outside, so that's why they're coming inside.
Yeah, well, I'm going to murder it. I'm going to murder all of them.
Pieces of trash.
Pieces of hot garbage. I literally hate them.
I think they make like little spider traps that are like the little mouse
Like
traps
sticky
that are,
ones.
yeah, sticky
Yeah.
ones.
They
Those
are
work pretty good.
awful. Like,
Yeah,
oh
you
my
don't want to
gosh.
step in.
McCall,
them.
just bug bomb the basement.
We're going to. Like, I'm not kidding.
Fire in the hole. You're going to go down there. Just chuck it down
That's fine, but they're still coming in from outside.
They're terrible. Like, they're terrible.
What is it? Is it
You
salt?
just have to
What's
get
the
it-
old wives' tale? What keeps spiders out? It's not salt.
Salt is,
It's
well, sugar.
mint.
Salt is ant. Sugar,
Head over to Anderson Seed and buy the I don't know what you call it. They got a spray that you can spray on your
it's a murder
house
spray?
that'll
Spider murder
it's like
spray.
a deterrent.
Cool,
so they
okay.
won't come in.
Push comes to shove.
They're
Just put a
terrible.
lighter in
You know
front of
what?
it too, and just.
Ugh.
Just burn the house down. I mean,
No, I like my house.
You burn the house down, they ain't gonna have anywhere to go. Bunch of hobo spiders out on the side of the road doing this,
yeah.
and then I'm just gonna go.
Those
Oops.
the wolf spiders are the worst.
All right, cool. So I'm definitely not gonna go down in my basement anytime soon because spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Terrible, terrible, terrible. Much bad.
All right, quickly, McCall. What is the one chore that you have to do today that we all should be jealous of?
I gotta go take my dog to the groomer. She has to go and get groomed and washed and brushed, and she has to get her anal gland squeezed.
Ah.
That's anal.
Yeah, sucks. Really does. I feel really bad for her because it's like she's so embarrassed every
should
time
be.
it happens. Like, because I guess they're just like overactive or something. And I have to give her like pills to be able to make them stop. But she still has to like go in and get them like drained.
So what happens if you don't?
Then she just like butt juices all over my house. Like,
And it stinks.
it stinks. It's bad. Like, it is like a putrid smell. And it just like comes out just randomly. Like, she'll just be sitting there and it's just like, boop, there it is.
Gross.
And
Yeah.
it sucks, dude.
Yeah.
So, like that.
I was hungry, but now I'm not.
Yeah, no, you're not hungry. But that's the problem. Like, she gets this issue every once in a while. And like the last time we took her in was back in like December. And I don't know if they got around to it, if they did or if they didn't. But I put like a special note in there today. I was like, please drain the glands. Because they gotta get taken care of. They are awful. And it's sad because she gets so embarrassed, but it is rank. Like, if you come in my house, it smells like butt juice. Like, it's terrible.
All right. Producer Brett's not hungry. I don't have any clever names for any new brands of stuff. Butt juice, I don't think would be very appealing. So
Looking for some butt juice.
this has been the AJ McCall Show.
After the show!